Hello, everyone. My name is Taylor Milner. I'm a second year PhD student in the school psychology program here at UNLV.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Eddy. I'm a fifth year school psychology doctoral student.
And hi, everyone. My name is Heather Thompson, and I am a sixth-year PhD student also in the school psychology program.
And this is our poster presentation on a systematic review that we conducted examining whether mindfulness interventions enhance pre-service teacher well-being. Pre-service teacher well-being is an emerging area of research as concerns continue to rise for those entering the field. Pre-service teachers are post-baccalaureate or graduate students working towards earning their teacher credentials in order to enter the teaching profession. However, because these individuals are still students, they experience academic stresses as well as similar stresses to in-service teachers, which significantly contribute to an increased risk of burnout, attrition, and negative student outcomes once they finally enter the classroom. Mindfulness strategies have been identified as a proactive approach to combating stress and increasing emotional regulation skills, which can be useful for pre-service teachers to learn prior to entering the profession so that they are better equipped to handle stressful situations once on the job. Again, we conducted a systematic review of the literature following PRISMA guidelines to examine how mindfulness interventions are being implemented by pre-service teachers and if they are effective in enhancing their well-being both inside and outside of the classroom. So Heather is going to go ahead and go over the methods section.
Thanks, Taylor. So this review was conducted on peer-reviewed empirical articles published between the years of 2011 to 2022, which focused on an examination of pre-service teachers, teacher candidates, or student teachers, the use of mindfulness interventions or strategies, and the enhancement of teacher well-being and mental health. Any articles which focus on mindfulness as a classroom management strategy or an in-service teachers were excluded. So we conducted our search through multiple online databases, including APA PsycInfo, ERIC, Sage Journals, and Taylor and Francis eJournals using the following keyword terms: mindfulness and interventions, or strategies and pre-service teachers, and well-being. From this search, there were 4,658 articles yielded in total among all the databases. Final article eligibility was determined by first author's criteria, and any discrepancies were discussed until there was 100% agreement among the authors. So after this process, there were 6 articles that were determined to fit within the inclusion and exclusion criteria, and those were the 6 final articles used in our review. And so Jacqueline will now present the results.
Thank you, Heather. Two of used experimental designs with control groups. The interventions used, there were 3 of the studies that used curriculum for mindfulness, so different strategies that were taught. And 3 of the studies also implemented the mindfulness attention awareness scale to measure outcomes for their participants. Interestingly, what we found is that this is emerging research, right? This is a new area in terms of pre-service teachers. So we only found 3 articles that were published from the United States, and the other 3 were international. So one was from Germany, and the other were from Hong Kong. So within all the studies, what we found is that the results were promising. They show that there are benefits to teaching pre-service teacher mindfulness strategies because they all reported outcomes such as improved calmness, enhanced well-being, and we suppose that further research may indicate that when teachers with pre-service teachers learn these strategies, they'll be able to implement them with their classroom. Discuss a little bit more about the discussion section.
Thank you, Jacqueline. So, like Jackie was saying, overall, pre-service teachers did report improvements in emotional and psychological well-being, both professionally and personally, when practicing mindfulness-based interventions. Teacher candidates reported an increase in their ability to remain calm under pressure, which is an important skill when managing high-stress situations, such as a classroom. And some who were part of mindfulness-based stress reduction training even noticed that they use these techniques that they learned in their personal lives, indicating that mindfulness techniques are useful even beyond the classroom. However, research indicates that there are still limited empirical studies available that focus on mindfulness interventions for pre service teachers, which highlights the need for more systematic intervention studies as well as mixed method study designs. The limitations of our study are that we only incorporated the 4 databases, and there is a variability in the terms used to describe pre service mindfulness and well being, which could indicate that there are additional studies out there that were not included in this systematic review. Future research should include a meta analysis in order to evaluate the effectiveness of mindfulness training as part of stress prevention programs for pre service teachers. So that is the conclusion of our poster presentation. Thank you all so much for listening. If you have any questions, my email is at the bottom of the poster. Thank you all so much.